Hello, hello from the rooftop terrace. And I thought we need to have a conversation today about the Lionsgate portal. There is no fucking portal. Just to say this right away, you are the portal. Okay, that was the live stream. I can stop now. No, but for real, I wanted this morning I was observing from this morning on I was observing this coaching industry popping, pushing, smashing out these Lionsgate portal offers, and I have a lot to say about this without judging, just sharing my objective line 6 truth, but also wisdom, knowledge about what the fuck really happens today and why these offers, hi Lisa, why these offers actually have nothing to do with the Lionsgate portal except for being in favor of the coaches who make money and the way how they are sold. So don't get me wrong, I'm all about selling. I love selling. I have a defined heart. We are business people. We got to sell, right? But the way how these portals are used, marketed, are not in your favor as a client. They are actually in favor of the seller and not the buyer. And I want to first, before I go into the juiciness, say hello to everyone who's hopping on here. And I'm already getting hot. I have no tripod, so hello Tina, all HD Lounge ladies are here. I'm so excited. Hello, so how are you doing? Say hello and drop your human design in the comments so that we get to know each other. I see a lot of projectors here, generators. Who else is here on? Hello, Lisa. So I want to keep this very short and potent, and I probably won't keep this up, but I will put the replay in the HD Money Club, which actually receive this week a upgrade and a rebranding. I now finally the new name landed. You have heard me talking about this, and this is kind of a good example for the energy that we are in right now. The clarity comes in pieces every day and not just today. So how are you feeling today? Maybe you feel a little bit more forward momentum. Maybe you feel a little bit more, I want to get shit done. Like, I feel so energized. I feel excited. I feel creative. Hello, Natalie. I had a conversation with Natalie today about why am I feeling so energized. It is Mars. It has nothing to do with Lionsgate. Mars is square Saturn. And so Saturn is get shit done energy. And Mars like, finally, I want to do it. So what we actually are experiencing this week, the entire week, is a lot of forward momentum, and we will carry this on. It has nothing to do with the portal itself today, because there is no fucking portal. You are the portal. I say it again and again. There is no portal. And I want to ask you, there we go. This is when you don't have a tripod. Doesn't matter. You just stay with me. I want to ask you, let's have a conversation here. Okay, get active here in the chat. Have you noticed something today as you open up the phone? How much you have been being sold to? Have you opened up your emails and had a bunch of emails in your inbox saying offer, and it was all 88, 88, 88, 88. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just observing and sharing what I'm observing. No judgment here. But as I was in my appointments the whole day, and yes, I'm also creating some incredible new offers, invitations for you, but that is happening because I move with the energy, with this forward momentum. You have me not selling anything the whole June or July, not June. We're already in August. because I was going through my transformation, and now I'm getting out of this deep transformational process, and I get now clarity. And yes, it has something to do with the portal that we're in right now, but hi sweetheart, but it has nothing to do with the day today. And so actually, to go into two things I have to say about this. Do you feel good? Ask you. Hi Nicolette. Do you feel good today? What is the vibe that you perceive and receive from the coaching industry, from the people that sell in that way and monetizing Lionsgate? Do you think, like, how do you feel? How does it feel for you? And also, what is your opinion? Because what I notice is that, and we can have opinions now, we also have Gate 17 coming up slowly about, everybody can have its own personal opinion. There's nothing wrong. It's just about how do we share this. And it is for me just how I perceive it, and where in the state where I'm at right now with knowing where we are heading. I do believe that we should rather create our life, our business, our relationship to our business, to our offers, solely through our energy. And in the best case scenario, you are so in tune with the cosmos, with the neutrino field, that you actually, yes, when there is these massive cosmic events, let's say it, not to say portals, yes, Natalie, absolutely. So that you create offers because you receive the information, the universe gives you, the quantum field is there. Like when we're so in tune with the quantum field, the neutrinos go through your body and they activate your design and your definition, and then your uniqueness, your individuality. And the more we go into 2027, the more we will go into the era of the individual, the more your individuality inspires your innovations. Let this sink in. The more you are individual and in tune, in alignment with the universe, the quantum field, the cosmos, the more you will express yourself in your unique way. And yes, we will have these upswings and these massive bursts of energy, but everybody perceives and experiences differently. Some are totally knocked out and tired, some are totally wired and cannot sleep, right? So it is so unique to you. And what is important is that we all follow our uniqueness, our intuition, and how to know what that is. It's strategy and authority. And actually, I bring it down to the basics, because this will help you discern and survive in, and really thrive actually in the energy that we're stepping into and the cross of Phoenix, which will be background frequency of survival mode. Yeah, I will not talk about this today. This is coming in a special event I'm preparing for all of you to talk more about the shifts. But why I'm telling this is because I see what is now happening and I now discern it, and I have a different feeling. So what I felt is when this portal is 8-8 and I receive all these messages and I want to have a conversation, please tell me, does it resonate? What are your thoughts? What is your opinion? Like, don't be shy, talk to me. And hey, I'm not talking at you, I want to talk with you. Imagine you were sitting here with me on my rooftop terrace with my tonic and we have a conversation. By the way, I'm also creating some sort of conversational show, let's say, just as a hint, where we have like gender truth talks on stage with each other. It's gonna be so fun. So this is also like a lot of creative energy. So what I want to hear, yes, it feels so tired, my body needs rest today, like game over. Okay, so yes, there is, but what that is not Lionsgate. It's actually Mars came to Saturn, and it means like bursting energy of Mars. I want this, and then the it's just the neutrino weather is just very intense. It's like being in the sun and you can get sunburn. It's like being in this neutrino weather, and it is intense, and you have to really listen to your body. And I got for the first time in years actually got acupuncture today, and it was so fascinating that the level of purity of my body, he was like, oh my God, this is so insane how quickly your body responds to these needles. And I loved it. And I really felt like doing a deep shavasana on that mat while looking like a little needle pillow. So you have to support, especially the next weeks, months ahead, coming even years, with all that will happen. You have to support your physical body, your nervous system, your mental body, and your energetic body. And even he told me that my energetic body has to be even more protected. So I was thinking, interesting. So that's also a reason why I will go back to away from Munich, back to country. It's very grounding. Grounding energy is so important. So what happened? I opened the phone. Let's get down to the juiciness. I opened the phone and I looked at all the coaches, and I want to ask you. You know the coaching industry. You also observed the coaches who put out these offers. And I felt immediately inspired. And this is amazing. I love it. I'm even working with some of these coaches, and, I'm always inspired what they create to see what is possible. I have possibility view. On Friday, I was sitting on a round table with entrepreneurs who are in a totally different industry, no coaching industry. And this is what expands me, what inspires me to think out of the box, to think bigger, right? There's nothing wrong to look at other coaches, what they're doing. Once we discern it and not just pick it up and say, oh, I do it too. Or, and this is what came up today, I bet for so many, pick up a certain pressure that you have to put out an offer today for 88 whatever dollars, euros, pounds, or 188 or 888. And I love these numbers. I have my necklace not in here. It's the infinity symbol. It's wealth. It's abundance. Yes, I love it. But how did you feel in your body? Can you give me some feedback here? There are 12 people live. Come on, talk to me. How did it feel? Maybe you felt some pressure to also create an offer because people seem to buy. Oh my God, they're making a ton of money. What can I package up? And I will say, yes, let's talk about it. Girls in the HD Lounge, we need to talk about repurposing content, creating different income streams. This is even more important. I had a conversation with Natalie today in my Voxer about the upcoming recession. So there will be a masterclass coming as well on creating different income streams based on your human design to prepare for the recession, to be recession proof in your business. Super important. Exactly, Lisa and Helena as well. There's a pressure. So what comes up when you have an open head and mind is the pressure. Oh, I need to create. I need also to create. I need to create. And then the second thing is, I also was like, okay, I do have amazing ideas, and I need to sit down to find the time because I have so many, and I also need support. But actually today we're now in gate 7. In gate 7, girls in the HD Money Club, I will record something about this because you will love it. I had to think of you as I was reading about it. Gate, it is lion energy, is very bold, is very in the front row of being a leader. And gate 7 that we're currently in is more leading from the back. And so I was thinking about it because that is good, Luth. Follow your intuition. That's totally fine. But the discernment needs to be, are you feeling pressure? Do you feel FOMO? Do you feel like you're missing out of an opportunity to make money? Because then you make it about you and you don't make it about your clients or your audience, and you don't make it about really a co-creation with the universe, because when we receive ideas and we are so in tune, that's why it's so important for manifestors to go into the quantum field, to really chill the fuck out, to receive the downloads that then initiate a new movement. And this is for everyone. So what important is that what I see with this coaching industry, like we are now in this gate 7 energy of more the leaned back leader, and you see me leading in that energy, even though I have now Leo. How do you like this? I love this, the kind of the new vibe of my hair, playing around with it. So I'm very potent in my message, but not loud anymore, right in the front, right? And I'm also love to sell, and I will sell and will invite you. But here's the thing. The line 7 is about a leader that kind of steps down from the throne and let go of a certain showing off or being in a spotlight energy. So with a focus for the long run. So in your private life, that could be that you lead a conversation and you kind of step down and give in that moment, even though you know you're right or you know the better answer, or you are, you see where this is headed, and you're being the bigger person, but not being arrogant, and leading from the back in terms of, okay, let's think long term. You can also sell offers after the 8/8, right? And connecting with the people. Gate 7, line 4 today is about connecting with your audience and not just selling to them, because what I perceived here is that Lionsgate in the 8/8 model just today is just a innovation or a creation of the New Age spirituality. And New Age spirituality is highly hijacked by the darkness. It's highly hijacked by manipulative models, and this is actually getting you out of your body, because you are, even with methods like Kundalini yoga, everything is pulling you out of the body and not grounding you and getting you into the body. So this is a whole conversation that I can discern at another date if you're interested in that. But this is purely created by the New Age spirituality. And when you see certain coaches talking about energetics, yeah, and manifestation, and then using those astrological events in their favor to monetize more, they are amazing coaches. No offense, no judgment. They're amazing coaches. They have deep wisdom, but I'm talking about how this is used. And I can see now a spiral going around people. This is the level where I'm operating. Like, you can call me crazy, but this is it. Like, there's a spiral of darkness, of magnetism that is not pure anymore, around more money, more power, more impact, more. And this is happening because the cross of planning is crumbling, because this is the coaching industry right now is still a pyramid scheme where one person is leading. They are in the forefront, they are loud, they are leading, they're right into your face, and they're not the leaned back leader of seeing the bigger picture and guiding people. So I will record the Gate 7 update for all of you in the HD Money Club, because this will resonate with so many who are not so keen to be in the spotlight like I love to be. Yeah, you don't have to be that. You can lead in a totally different way. But we also need leaders who are in the back of the tribe, or the pack. When you have a wolf's pack, there's one in front, a leader, and one in the back, to make sure that everybody goes into the right direction. And this is more protective, back, having your clients back, having people's back, coming down, giving in. This is the energy right now, and not just, this is my way and you got to follow me and this is where we have to go. So we are now going every day. I feel it, I see it, what is crumbling And then there is this burst of, okay, we gotta make more, we gotta make more, because the more we go into that direction of 2025, 2027, this will fall away because people will be so individual and will be either spiraling out into survival mode. So we will see very, very extreme contrasts. One who are really thriving because they're in their own authority, and one who are totally caged and dependent on external control. So this is all what I want to say about this. However, coming back to the Lion's Gate was developed by this New Age spirituality, and actually it is only a very strong manifestation portal when Ceres is together with Leo. And it's not right now. Ceres is in Cancer, and the actual Lion's Gate portal was on new moon, Leo new moon, which was a week ago. And you hear me talking a lot about that this whole bigger portal is actually new moon till the full moon, which is on the 12th. And then even going forward, that this whole month of August is mastery, is refinement. And when there's one thing, and I posted that yesterday on my stories. So by the way, if this is really intriguing you, then watch my stories, or I'm sharing more about this in the Money Club always, these insights, because when there's something that and you felt like a big shift in your life, a big pivoting energy, the old ways outdated, you want to do something new. Uranus is very like like awakening, unexpected, new directions. It is in gate 2 at the moment. Go and do that until the 10th, because then Uranus goes out of the 6th line of the gate 2, and then this energy of new direction, doing something new, is not that potent anymore. Okay? So when you're hesitant, when you're sitting, reflecting, overthinking, you know the answer. Trust yourself. Okay? So what actually is important here to look at a second thing that I want to emphasize on, what you need to reflect. And this is important for me. It is about integrity, energetic integrity. Energetic integrity. So what I notice is that the most coaches who are using the 8-8, they have no fucking clue about astrology or human design. They don't even believe in it. A lot of them. Or going as deep as it really is required to understand what is happening. So what is happening? Pushing out these offers, monetizing these events. It's Lionsgate, it's the solstice, it's whatever surface layer astrology or surface layer New Age spirituality. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. And you see it that it is more in their favor than in yours. Agree? Can I get a yes if this is if you agree with that? While I have here my green tonic. Yeah, you're welcome, Elisa. However, the deep truth I only share in the Money Club. It's like, this is also something I want to be very bold here. If you love my work, join the Money Club at least to get the real details and the real insight that will help you. This is just me chatting. And this is something where now I'm just observing, like, I don't get it, because there's the pressure that people are putting out there. For example, 24 hours offers of the portal. There is a certain urgency that got created to make people move, to make people decide on something, correct? And when we think about energetics, and especially around human design, it is not an integrity with human design to put 24-hour offer out, because we have authorities who have a longer decision-making process. And actually what I notice is that even if there is urgency, people still don't buy who actually need that. So I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I cannot like wait for a whole month to keep offers up because I have a different authority, a different strategy. And so, but I am now at a point. No, Helena, absolutely not. That's why I'm doing this. So, the reason why I'm sharing this is to give mostly my clients this here a permission slip, being the role model for my clients to speak up. Actually, I wished to see more of my clients as well, and this is why I'm doing it, to speak up about what you think is crazy is you are the thought leader. All of my clients in the HD Lounge, in the Money Club, my private clients, like these three spaces are the current ways to work with me. You are thought leaders, and the thoughts you have, you think are crazy, but you are avant-garde. You are from the future. You are already future tripping. You already see what's coming. However, the thing is, sorry to drink out of a bottle, but I don't have a glass here. So the thing is that currently for the 24 hours, there's a lot of urgency. And if you have undefined root, open head, open emotional, open, and I mean undefined open, like it's the same, heart, most of you have that, you feel FOMO and feel pressure and urgency to miss out something if you don't buy now. And it's had not so much to do with the authority, but let's say that, 90% of the people are conditioned and not truly even aware that there's an intuition, or they're not listening to it. They just look into and stare into the phone, see their coaches selling, and then they jump in because there's this energetic funnel. This is like a spiral. It's like a deep, like a black hole that sucks people in. And when you look, and I noticed for myself in earlier days, I'm like, oh my god, this is an amazing time. It's just 24 hours and it's low price, but it creates, I have an undefined root, and this is about pressure. It is urgency. It is adrenaline that gets pushed out. And when Elisa, when you say you're an emotional projector, I do believe that even most people, 99%, who know their human design, you do not act accordingly to your authority. And I'm owning that, because it takes a lot of self-awareness, self-honesty, and self-leadership to say, oh, I feel the G Center pulled me towards this mentor, pulled me towards her teachings. There is your G Center telling you there is something for you, and you still don't join. This is for me not an integrity living in your design, because you are choosing the path of more resistance than less. So I was thinking, and anyone who feels like, if you felt a pull towards my work and you haven't joined it yet, and there are multiple options from 111 to 11K, like, then you're not in integrity with it. And this is not me wanting to sell something. It is me showing you that even if there's urgency, most people don't move because they're too in a fear state. And if there's no urgency, and I put the urgency out, people will still not move, even if they honor their authority. Because while honoring the authority, there comes in the conditioning of the mind that is talking you out of it. And so I'm sitting here, okay, what is then the way to really support me as a projector, me as a line 6? I see right away who needs what to improve to get to their success faster. This is my design, okay, my code. I follow my strategy and authority. I create my stage, I create invitations, and I empower you to trust your authority. I don't want to convince anymore. And I do my work to be okay that even if I see 90% of people who would be so much further ahead than you are right now with joining my offers, because this is how the universe just works. It's so fucking simple. You have a question, I have the answer. That's it. Same with you. You have the answer for your clients, and you see people not buying because we overcomplicate it. And then there's this old way of doing it by putting pressure onto people, creating urgency. Even in marketing, we are, even mentors teach us that, right? You have to, is there urgency when we say, why are people not buying? I believe that people are not buying because of two things. So if people are not buying from you, then most likely they're just not trusting themselves. So your job is to empower them in their decision-making process, in their self-trust, and your job is to build your reputation that you are a trustworthy person by creating, building, growing a personal brand. And you will hear me talking about personal brand more and more and more because it's going to be the only thing that will help you sell moving into 2027. And why are these coaches can push their offers out and people are jumping in is because they have a personal brand. And this is what they're good at. Yeah. So, yes, you have certain power and over people, when you look at it from their side, from that side, or you say, you know what, I'm so well established, people know me and they trust me, and I am in integrity with my work, with the energetics, and I sell in a way that is non-detached. And so my whole perspective on selling and teaching sales shifted, and I'm so excited because we all feel that these whole models are outdated. The whole way we do business and have a client mentor relationship is outdated. And what I'm creating and what I'm teaching from now on is this new business model, is the quantum business model. And this means we cannot monetize those portals. However, I have also to say that, for example, I will put out offers this week, and there will be a wider window the entire week to join for a certain amount of money for certain spots. It is just what my spleen inspired me to do, what I want. It's an alignment for me. I trust that the right people will be there. I do my job to model, to be the best example for the work that I'm doing. And I empower my audience to trust themselves to follow the pull and know that if you feel the pull, you will find a solution to join. Whether it's time, money, energetics, making that fucking decision, like all that is then required the self-empowerment for a decision, leading yourself through the process, because otherwise my work does not work. I'm at a level, and this is where we are heading, is that every work that I do with my clients is fundamentally based on self-empowerment, self-leadership, in terms of the decision that you have to make, and you're not willing anymore to bullshit around with your own growth and self-sabotage your success. So you have to do that the same for your clients. So that means you got to be in integrity with your own design. And what I know is that when we want to change this industry, we have to model a different way of marketing and selling so that people see, hey, actually, it feels so much better when this coach invites me and showcases me and gives me time to make decisions and empowers me, and I trust her without a 24-hour Lionsgate, whatever gate portal. Do you agree? So the question that you can ask yourself is, how do you want to be sold to? How do you buy? And how do you sell to your clients? Because this is not the way how we move forward. And that can even mean that we will make less money for a couple of times, because chasing certain income goals and celebrating only the money, it's money. And I told another friend, she's a manifestor, we need to talk about the transformation that is behind those results. Because in 2027, and even in 2023 already, starting with the recession, what will clients actually or coaches celebrate when suddenly the money gets a different value? You have to model your transformation. You have to be in integrity with your design and ask yourself, am I following my authority really to the T? Am I living it? Where can I get better? What do you need to get better at these two things? Embodiment of your design, really dialing up, refining your offers that are such a match to it. And if you don't have the clarity, I totally get it. It takes time and it takes other eyes on you. And this is what I do with my clients, to help them to really uncover this, the golden anchor, the money magnet of the design. And there's nothing wrong with money, don't get me wrong. We need more money in the right people's hands to make an impact for this new era that is coming. So this is one thing. And then the second thing that you have to master is to learn to sell in a way that is leaned back, non-detached, showcasing the transformation of your work, not selling a result, not selling a program, not selling a thing. And if we were doing that more, this whole pressure of monetizing certain things and putting pressure onto people and creating urgency doesn't exist anymore. And this is what I wish to see for this industry. And for this, I want to see more women stepping up into being a different role model, being a different thought leader. So when you have certain thoughts, why don't you share them? I want to ask you here, what are your blocks around sharing what you see when you're a projector? What are your certain blocks when you are angry as a manifestor? What comes up? What are you believe? This is the work that we need to do. What are your certain blocks to surround yourself with women who get you and who are also on the path of creating that new paradigm? Not paradigm, I hate this. Let's say being a representative for a different way of this pivotal shift that we are now more and more feeling what is coming. This is what I want to leave you with, because it's just like I'm just so leaned back right now, and I know that the work that I do is so powerful for the women who are ready for it. And so I actually do not, this is how I think about this. I actually do not need to put pressure on it, because everyone who does not join is not ready for it, especially as a projector. You have to understand this even more. And as a projector, get your shit together, be mentored by a projector so that you step the fuck up to be led, to be able to lead others, and step out of this people-pleasing thing. This is kindness, yes, but we have to stop looking for validation, have to sit with thoughts of, is this the right thing? What will people say? Am I crazy? No, you're not. Trust yourself. Trust your thoughts. Okay. So, what is the one thing that you are thinking right now? Share it with me. Maybe it's a question that you're asking yourself. Share it here. You can also use this little question sticker. Maybe it's a thought. Maybe you're activated. Like, what is one thing that came up? I would love to hear from you. You can also ask me a question, like as a conversation. What is it that you want to see differently? Because this is what you have to do for yourself first. Honey, I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm just sharing what my intuition, my spleen feels. I'm not thinking anymore at this point, and thank you for sharing this. At this point, I'm so unattached because I went through so much ego shifts of I cared so much about people who are not ready for my work, and I got so hurt, and I did my work around, you know what, I cannot save people. But the only thing that I could do is I can step the fuck even more up and empower even more with me modeling it. So I came home, I'm like, my intuition, my spleen told me, you have to share this. People need to see it. I was looking at my phone, I'm like, this is actually disgusting. I cannot do this anymore to just be in that coaching bubble. And then my spleen said, share it. People need to hear it. I'm like, okay, I do it. So at this, you have to get to a point of embodiment of your design where your body takes over. When you look at your human design, there's the left side is red, and you actually have to live more the left side of it. And if you don't know how to do it and have questions about it, join the HD Lounge or join the Money Club. Like there's so many opportunities, and I have actually, okay, here's my invitation for you. It would be a disservice to not invite you, okay, into my offers, and then you decide if you're ready for it, if it's correct for you, but also be very honest with you, okay? So the HD Money Club will get a new name, but this is the space where I share exactly those energy updates, where there is a Q&A option, anything that is coming, the codes for 2027. Okay, so that you're prepared, that you know what the fuck is going on, that you don't spiral out, and prepare yourself and your business for it. It is currently 111 euros. I this morning created because someone came to me as an invitation and asked me, I want that you look at my chart and I want to get personalized feedback. And I said, okay, I'm going to create something. So there's an option to join the monthly call inside the HD Lounge as a Q&A where I'll look also at your chart. If you have a specific question, you come, I look at your chart, and you get personalized coaching. This is available as the upgrade to it. It's 333. Okay, for 333 per month, you can receive that as well. And then there's the HD Lounge where all my programs are included. We have kind of a mastermind, more calls coming up. Like there's so many different options to work with me, but this is it, where you need to discern and you need to ask yourself, am I really doing what I know is necessary and is required to be prepared? This is being a responsible business owner. This is being a woman who actually knows more than anyone else. You're woke. But then there's still the not self that is so dominant that is self-sabotaging you with like, I just watch her live streams. Her live streams are, you have no idea what's going on in the in the Q&As and the coaching calls. Like we have 3-hour coaching calls, right? This is so good. This is so valuable, that there's actually no reason not to join. So, but you make the decision. Anything else, you will not receive the codes. So, but I know you're ready. Otherwise, you would not be on this call here. So just trust yourself and message me if you're ready. And not only ready, but just let's fucking go. Helena says, how do you know what to talk about? How do you know that you are saying is 100% true? I feel I might change my mind tomorrow and rather not speak up. So the HD Money Club is month to month. However, I also want to invite you to kind of commit long term. It is a totally different energy. Totally different energy. But if you want to start with something, the Money Club is month to month. So how do I know what is true for me? So I always share from a place of my experience and not judging others. When you're in that way that you say, so it's about leading yourself. I maybe have a different opinion about this tomorrow. Then I go live tomorrow and say, you know what? I'm always growing and evolving. I always have a student mindset. When I go on a call with my coach tomorrow and talk about exactly this, and I get a different perspective on it, and I'm going like, oh, yes, I haven't looked at this in this way. I don't say this is the truth. This is an objective truth that comes from my personal experience. And the reason why I can share it is because I'm in integrity. I can say, you know what? Even 2 years ago, I was also jumping onto the Lionsgate portal train and I was selling 88 whatever, not in this urgency, mode, in this manipulative urgency mode. I feel like I now went through this whole ego shift where I detach completely, and this is not manipulative and is not self, and I just share and own it. When I share, like, I don't own that I have eaten the truth with a spoon and this is my only truth, is you have to swallow my truth. No, you have your truth. This is it. This is individualism. I am already living 2027 model that I respect your truth because I know you are living a different reality. You are perceiving your reality through your conditioning and your experience, and even your perspective, your view in human design is different. Your motivation is different. Like, we go through the variables. I will actually create as well offers that will go deeper into the human design and in business because I love it. I'm actually so obsessed right now with studying human design again. So this is what I love. However, I now understand that's why even more that what I share is my view on this world. And I share to inspire you to create a different perspective shift. That's all. That's all that projectors do. I share my opinion, I share my view, what I see, what I observe. You are not weak. There is no weakness when you own it. You leading yourself. Humbleness and being a lifetime student makes a good leader. Leader who think they own it all and they know it all are not good leaders because they're blocked to grow. And it's had nothing to do with weakness. Because when you share from, you know what, this is just my personal experience, and really discerning and being in integrity and radical honest with yourself. And I now can say, yes, there was a time where I was chasing the money because I was in my not self, and I was like at the beginning of my business, I was just I made it about me, not about the client, not about my community. I needed money, my ego, my not self. And now I did the inner work. It's about pure ego. I can be egoistic because I put myself first in order to lead better. Because if I pour from a full cup, if I take care of myself, if I have my side of the street clean and say, my background frequency is I'm not talking blah blah in front of the camera and do any shit behind the camera and don't have my shit together, this is not an integrity. So this is the work that we have to do, because moving forward, the energy is felt, and even more felt, who speaks the truth from an open heart of humbleness, of acceptance of other people's truth, to share, to lead in integrity. And this is how we create perspective shift. This is thought leadership. Okay, my strategy is to respond as a 6-2 Gen, but sometimes I'm not sure what to give attention and to respond to. So, Latia, the thing is, you're responding all the time. So you're responding all the time, and you actually have to slow down to discern, is this the right thing? Is this really a yes? Because you're actually not responding, you're reacting. Hi Mika, so schön dich zu sehen. Wie geht es dir? I miss our conversations. It's also so incredible how many highly intelligent, like energetic, intelligence is in my community among my clients. Energetic intelligence, and then emotional intelligence as well, and logic. But it's like top of the top. I'm so proud of every client here. So if you don't know really and don't understand your strategy, this is human design 101. And we need to work on that. Because when you are able to hold your nose, and this comes in with your undefined heart center and your undefined emotional center, your fear of rejection is much bigger. That's why you're responding so quickly, because you're afraid to say no. So there is this, strategy and authority seems to so simple. It's not. It's very complex, but it's the key. And so I will create this downloaded the last days, and I will create an advanced authority class series for entrepreneurs to make and online business owners and coaches to make the right decisions in their business through their strategy and authority. But we clean all the things in your design so that you have a better connection to it, you understand it. We use the variables, we use the centers and certain gates. This is going to be an advanced training, and you get a lot of coaching from me, and I'm so fucking excited for it. I don't know when it's coming, but if you want to join that, you just shoot me a message and you get information first. This was a game changer for me, because now I'm at a point, the sacral responds as quickly as the spleen. It's just a different way to connect with it or to hear and listen to it, because you have the body talking to you, and the spleen is more a psychic instinct. It's so hard to put it into words. It's just such a knowing, like an energetic thing here on the side where I have a radar around me, and it is always scanning all the time, all the time, all the time. The same like your sacral is always responding all the time, and then the spleen goes beep, and then that's it. And you cannot recreate it. But you as a sacral, you can tune in again and again and again. Is it a yes or a no? So Lottie, if you don't know what give attention and respond to, is slow the fuck down. And the second thing is do the work around the fear of rejection and the fear of validation and being a good girl. What if I say no? What if I let people down? What if I'm not available? What if I hold my boundaries? Like this is the work. And Bold Boundaries was actually a 3-day masterclass that is a signature and a staple that every woman needs to go through. So Bold Boundaries is available if you want to watch the replay. It is multiple day training. I'm working on my website so that you can just purchase it a la carte, but it's still there. You could just message me about that. So any other question? And then it's getting too dark. So, and I will actually create the money. So tonight I will create 2 things. One is a surprise for you coming tomorrow, and the other thing is the new option to join the Money Club, aka the new name. So just that you know what I'm doing tonight. Any other questions? Like, if there's one thing as a line 6, truth, you want to hear what you need, what you really need, you need to know how to prepare for what's coming, and you need to get your little tush into the Money Club, because this is where I share the information. I cannot share this here. I cannot share it on stories. Instagram blocks me. It's that hot. It's that hot. So what I shared today was thought leadership, but I did not share the truth. I did not share what's coming. I did not share what everything is going and while you're feeling so scared or not knowing and how to prepare for it. This is all that I'm doing in the Money Club. So 111 per month is the minimum that you got to do and invest in yourself and your business. Yeah. Now go and do something with it. So if you want to join, just message me. Otherwise, I'm gonna see you on another live, and I hope that you trust yourself and lead. Go for it. As I said, until the 10th, make the fucking decision now. The doors are closing. There won't be a time anymore. Like, it will be so different. And I don't think that people take it as seriously as they should. You do not want to be at a point where you regret that you have not went all in into your thing. You don't want to be there because there is no return. And by the end of the year, the doors are closed. Done. You have to be on your path of destiny. Okay? And if you're kind of distracted with family or with your community or with anything else, like, prioritize your own knowing and the pull and your intuition. That's the most important thing. Okay. I see you. If you have any questions, just shoot me a message. I'm always available. Just message me, okay? If you don't know what your next step is, if you don't know how to make the decision, come to me, come to my DMs, send me a message, and I find and support you to make the right next step and to see if you want to join my world. We find a way, okay? Good. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.